Yeah, I think we have common ground around the problem. Like, there is no country in Europe where homelessness doesn't exist. And I think that we have built common ground over the past decade within FEANTSA and now within the European Union, that just managing homelessness as a perpetual fatality is not enough, and we should move from managing homelessness to ending homelessness. And I think we also have quite a lot of common ground about how that needs to happen. So homelessness should be prevented as far as possible. When it does occur, people should be able to access housing quickly without a whole load of preconditions and going through a long process beforehand. And that when they need it, they should have kind of flexible support services that reflect what they actually need, not what the system thinks they need. Yeah, so I think the European level can feel very far away from people in their everyday work at local level. I think what cooperating across Europe can bring is sometimes a little bit of distance, which can be helpful, can bring inspiration, learning, exchange, both on common challenges and on common solutions. And I think that's what I feel most inspired by and enthusiastic about when we organize these events, is when you hear people say, oh, I found out about this, and then later on you see them again and they have found a way, although it's never copy-paste, to apply it somehow in their work. Yeah, I think that the local level organizations are absolutely essential in terms of making that exchange and these policy discussions at European level actually meaningful and full of content, because you can't do transnational exchange on a problem like homelessness from the top down. You have to really, I think our job in FEANTSA is, it involves a lot of going out and finding the good practices, the inspiring ideas, the things that work, and then sharing them with a bigger European audience. So I think without the people delivering services on the ground, none of that would make any sense. I think Austria is a really interesting case because, well, particularly Vienna, where we are, is this huge tool for ending homelessness of a large social housing sector. And historically, that's been a sort of separate world to the services that support homeless people. And I think we've seen really impressive progress in bringing those two worlds together. So, like with the Housing First Austria project, and also with the new things that have been introduced around prevention of homelessness. And I think it's a really interesting time now because those innovations, those ways of doing things differently, I think they're on the agenda, they've been proven, and the question is now, like, how will they be made structural and brought to scale?